She stared at the ceiling, unable to blink away the tears as the doctor's voice echoed in her head. From the neck down, there is no response. Her heartbeat spiked. Her throat tightened. She tried to scream, but her body refused to obey. Just hours ago, she was the unstoppable daughter of the world's most feared CEO. Now, she was trapped inside a lifeless body, staring at a future no one dared to describe. Outside the glass walls of the ICU, executives whispered, lawyers made calls, and her father didn't come inside, not even once. That was when a stranger stepped in. He wore worn-out shoes, a cheap jacket, and carried a lunchbox that looked older than the hospital itself. His eyes were tired but sharp, like a man who had already lost everything once and survived. He looked at her chart, then at her face, and calmly said the words no one else dared to say. "I'll help you walk again." Her lips trembled into a bitter smile. "Everyone else says I'll never move," she whispered. He leaned closer. "That's because they profit from giving up." From that day on, everything changed. He came every morning before sunrise, before doctors, before nurses, before the board meeting started stripping her name from company documents. He pushed her beyond limits doctors warned against. When she cried, he stayed. When she screamed, he didn't leave. When she collapsed in pain, he said only one thing: "Pain means you're still fighting." Weeks passed, then months. The CEO's daughter watched from her wheelchair as her father's empire slowly erased her existence. Her name removed from projects, her shares frozen, her authority transferred temporarily. Friends vanished. Relatives stopped calling. She wasn't a person anymore. She was a liability. One night, after a brutal therapy session, she asked a man the question that haunted her. "Why are you helping me?" He was quiet for a long moment. Then he spoke. "My wife trusted powerful people. They destroyed her, then paid their way out. I was left alone with a child and no justice." He looked straight at her. "I don't save people for money. I do it so monsters don't sleep peacefully." That night, something inside her snapped into focus. She didn't just want to walk. She wanted revenge. The day she moved her leg, even just an inch, she smiled the first time, not out of hope, but out of certainty. She began listening instead of talking, watching instead of reacting, learning instead of begging. The single dad taught her discipline, silence, patience, the deadliest weapons in any war. When she finally stood up on shaking legs, no cameras were there. No doctors applauded. Only the single dad stood behind her, steadying her back. "You're ready," he said. She didn't return to the company as a victim. She returned as a shadow. Anonymous audits destroyed board members one by one. Private scandals leaked. Illegal deals surfaced. Executives who once mocked her disability were escorted out by security. The media called it unfortunate timing. She called it precision. Then came her father. In the same boardroom where she was once declared unfit, she walked in slowly, confidently, using a cane she no longer needed but kept as a reminder. The room fell silent. "I was never weak," she said calmly. "I was patient." She revealed documents that transferred controlling power back to her, signed during her hospitalization by people who assumed she'd never return. Faces drained of color. Hands trembled. Her father stood frozen. "You left me when I couldn't stand," she said. "So I learned to stand alone." She didn't fire him. She stripped him of influence. That hurt more. As the empire bowed to her return, reporters asked about the mysterious man who helped her recover. She smiled. "He didn't save me," she said. "He reminded me who I was." In a small apartment across the city, a single dad watched the news while his child slept beside him. His phone buzzed with a single message. "Justice is done." He smiled softly. Some revenge isn't loud. Some victories don't need applause. And the most dangerous people are the ones you underestimate when they're broken.